Fish on. Good one. Oh, not a giant, but take the chatterbait out. Chatterbaiting. There we go. Fish number one, about a 2.5 pounder. He was right on the end of this laydown laying out there. So that was cool. See if there's another one like right down here on the end of this laydown. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Holy crap! Oh man! Woo, Dean! Come check this one out! Big mama! Oh! Holy crap! Bang! Look at that big mama. When I saw that mouth, I was like, dude, that's a big one. Yeah, 6 pounds. She's a big one.
Weight?
6 pounds.
That's a beautiful fish.
It really is. She's a very nice fish. Got to put her back in the water though. She needs to. Ready to go? Bang-a-rang. Chatterbait. Okay, so I just caught that giant fish, and what happened was I'm in this little cove here, and on one side of the cove there was a tree that was coming down into the water, and I cast up to that tree and cranked it down, and when it got to the end of the tree in the water, bam, I hit it and caught that about a 3 pounder, 2.5, 3 pounder. So then I thought, okay, he was right at the end of the tree. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the end of other trees. So then I went to the opposite side of the cove here, just a few yards, 100 yards away. Another tree in the water, through to the end of that tree, and bam, that 6 pounder right in the same spot. So that's what I'm going to do now, is go check all these laydowns and see if there's not some in the same spot. Oh, another nice fish, Dean. Not 6 pounds, but dang, that's a nice fish. Four and a half. 4.5. Wow. There's a ton of grass around that laydown, unfortunately. I don't know if I can get down there where I need to. Oh, there's one. Dang! Right out at the end of this wood. Just like I was saying, man. It's fucking man. It's unfucking rumble fish, chatterbait. Not huge, but the fishy. The freaking wind out here. It's absolute insanity. That was a really fun day of fishing. It was a lot tougher though than it looked. The wind was insane, and once I lost control of the boat, once the belt broke on my Mirage drive, it was impossible to control the boat. So I really had to cut the fishing short. But the only way you could get those fish to bite was to find a deeper laydown wood that was deeper, and they were usually hanging down on the edge of those deeper laydowns. And one of the other problems with that area, which you couldn't see on the video, is that it was filled with really moss. It was just real gunky sort of moss. And so the chatterbait was hard to get through that. As soon as you threw it out there, most of the time it would get covered in that stuff. And it was so gunky that it wasn't like regular grass where you could just pop it out of the grass and keep fishing it. As soon as it would get in the gunk, it was useless. You had to reel it in and clean the stuff off, which got really annoying really, really quick. And so you had to be very strategic about throwing the bait in very isolated spots away from this mossy, gunky crap. So that made it tough. But the fun thing about that is I did catch several really, really nice fish. I didn't get them all on video, but the best one was that 6-pounder. And I'll show you a couple of pictures of it here at the end as soon as I'm done, just to show you how nice that fish was. And then a couple in the 4-pound range, and then several in the 3s and 2s. And then it just kind of died out. I think on the main lake, I might have been able to find a little more fish, but the wind was just too crazy. I couldn't keep the boat maneuvered. It kept trying to push me into the rocks and into other obstacles, and finally it was just too much. So we packed up and left. But another example of how amazing the chatterbait or the bladed vibrating jig can be at times. Now, one thing that I have learned by throwing the chatterbait over and over and over so much over the years is that there are times when the regular technique just doesn't work. And if you can do kind of what I was doing there, where you literally throw it to deeper water, let it drop to the bottom like you would a normal jig, or like you might a Texas rig soft plastic. Throw it somewhere where you're going to drop it down. Let it sit on the bottom even. Creep it along the bottom. As soon as you get that little bit of vibration, a lot of times they'll hit it. There's a ton of ways to fish a chatterbait that make it fun. And if they're not biting just by chunking it out there and winding, mix up those retrieves. Flip it, pitch it like a jig, drop it into a tight spot and then reel it out. So hopefully that was enjoyable, informative, and helpful. If so, please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, share the video, and take a look at these 2 photos of this 6-pounder here at the end. Thanks, everybody. See ya.